want to try recording. I'm going to try to remember to just record each match individually to put it on YouTube for the future. That's not a big deal though. I think Seagate Oracle isn't bad. I ended up just putting those, wow, this hand's gas. Gosh darn it, this hand just distracted me. Ended up, I don't know what I was saying. This hand's just too good. Furnace Ash Barrens. Snow-covered island. Okay, what am I up against? Figured it would be an Astro deck, but Great Furnace? Why no want a relic to fetch? Why would I want a relic? I've gone over it a bunch with Trinket Mage. There's two things you want. Tron lands and cantripping. Astrolab cantrips and map gets your Tron lands. As far as Graveyard Hate, the only matchup I would want it for is Tron, and I can't really say that that is the best use of a card in my deck. So as far as Moment's Peace, it's not really two. We have two Weather the Storm as well. Outside of Elves, against decks like Stompy and Boggles and stuff, I value a Weather the Storm equal to a Fog. So is it just Jeskai? That's what I'm thinking. It's just Jeskai, so I'm expecting Muldrifter. I don't think it's Snowgo now that I've seen Glint Hawk. Although the Storm isn't a bad card. I'm probably just going to go for Tron though. Set up a big turn next turn. We've got Prism Impulse, 4 mana left over. Just plays the Ash Barrens. Is it going to be like 4-color Monarch or something? And I'm not a big fan of Stonehorn Dignitary. I've made that clear in the past. It might not be Ninja. I'm expecting Muldrifter. For the most part, I'm just expecting random dudes. And I'm just going to focus on my own Tron thing. Which is a big reason why I like this deck list so much right now. There's so many people doing strange things that it's just a lot easier to do your own thing. And hope it's more powerful. And what's more powerful than Tron? Not a lot. Player Prism. I'm thinking I'm just going to pass, set up a Weather the Storm on his turn possibly, or just a Teachings Impulse. Probably Impulse first. I don't really have any good Teachings targets. My read is my opponent's probably on Counterspell. He's base Island mana base with these Glint Hawks. It's really, really strange here. I'm expecting Galvanic Blast too. His draw is pretty decent though. 3 creatures this early is very powerful. Yeah, this is looking like a decent Weather the Storm turn. He's giving me Storm Count here. Let's see if he plays anything more. I think I'm going to Teachings for Dispel. I'm going to read is that he's on Counterspell. My hand's already pretty decent. It just needs a threat, and I want to be able to protect that threat. And then we'll gain 12 life here. Seems good. Pretty reasonable Ankylosaur. Go ahead and Impulse, dig for any creature. Or even Rolling Thunder. There's a Muldrifter. I think my read on him being on Counterspell is correct. Big game tutoring up the Dispel there then. And then we can just hold up Flicker, or we can play Trinket Mage. I think I just want to hold up Flicker. I want to block a Glint Hawk if I can. Not really. I value the Dispel pretty highly. This is a pretty free Ghostly Flicker. Even if he has the second removal spell, I'm still drawing a card off the Prophetic Prism. This is basically value by casting it, and it resolves, so I get to draw 3. That is huge. Like, Counterspell's probably the worst case scenario, but even then, I'm probably fine with it, just because I'm countering his Scred with my Ghostly Flicker, and I want to be flickering my Drifter anyways at this stage of the game. Sleeping is high value. He's on Ponder, Preordain, and the Bounce Creatures. That's too much Dirtle, I think. Like, the Glunthawk Skyfisher package already spins their wheels a lot. I can't say I'm a big fan of cantrips on top of it. Like, there's no high impact swingy card he's really looking for that I can think of right now. I think I'm just gonna go Trinket Mage and stuff. Muldrifter and Friends. Bone Splitter is cute. Let's lead with Trinket Mage. I'm expecting Counterspell. So I want to see a bit more cards first. Make a better, educated decision. I will play the Drifter. If he counters it, it's not the end of the world. I think I'm planning on fogging and cycling my Remote Isle as well. Oh, he doesn't counter it. Spicy. Well then. I'll have to discard some. I'm thinking I'm just going to discard some islands. We have plenty. I'm still leaning towards the Fog Remote Isle plan. We're at 22. So I might not Fog. We'll see. Depends on what he does here. Muldrifter? Yeah, that's fine. Main deck Relic is terrifying, though. That's actually quite good. Big hate. Now we will not flicker, but I will happily trade here. I think I should be able to go ahead and bait it out, but it's still pretty rough on me. Doesn't stop it from being good. Like, he's going to crack Relic here. Depending on how he does it. Okay, he waits for me to target my flicker. It's proper etiquette of getting me. And then he has to crack Relic there. I'm not happy about it, but that's the best case scenario. That was pretty good main deck. Ooh. And we draw the Nova Horror. It's actually really good. I'm just going to draw a bunch of cards here. I'm actually going to pass. I want to protect my wall a bit better. It's attack for 2. What's our mana base? 9 snow-covered islands, 1 Mortmire, 1 Cycle land because we're on Trinket Mage, extra maps, and then the 12 Tron lands, so 23 in total. Yeah, the Trinket Mage has been super, super good too. Like, it's way better than Seagate Oracle. I'm not saying it's fast in getting Tron, but if I'm playing Seagate Oracle because Tron is a necessity and I need something to block and fill in that early game gap where I don't have Tron, getting a guaranteed Astrolab or Tron land is so powerful. The 2/2 body is actually quite good too. I've been really pleased with it. Just as a way to give me a second. Wow, I'm really struggling with words today. I mentioned this earlier. Relic, why would I want Relic? It hurts me. I would run Spellbomb before that. And what matchup am I wanting Relic for that Pyroblast on the sideboard doesn't fix? Let's just Teachings for a Prohibit or a Pulse. I'm thinking Pulse because I can just De Nova Horror, lead off, get his basic island out of the way so he can't dispel me. The Mirror. Okay, so I'm running Relic main deck. That's bad in other matchups. That hurts me. And I can just have Pyroblast on the sideboard. And that fixes the problem much better. I really don't think Relic is worth the slot. I don't know why I did that. He's floating mana. That was quite the bad line on my part. Yeah, the biggest thing holding it back was, am I able to support this or not? Turns out the answer is yes, and it's quite good. We're going to Fog. Probably. I'm going to hold up the rest. I wanted to get his artifact land off the table. I really don't feel like getting Galvanic Blasted here. I want to make him at least work for it. I really can't say I'm a big fan of this. Like, Muldrifters, cantrips, it's just so much dirtle. If your opponent can beat a bunch of random small powered flyers, you're just going to lose. The cantrips don't fix that problem. I'm not really sure what he's trying to fix with the cantrips when his deck is already fairly consistent. I think it is the boogeyman. People have been disagreeing with me hard, but I've been putting up consistent results. I've got 2 5-0s. I 4-1 more often than I 3-2. I think I'm fine with running this into counter magic. Another Astro. Well, thing with Gorilla Shaman is I think we can mess with the mana base enough that should Gorilla Shaman start showing up in numbers that we can answer it. The thing is, it's just not showing up in numbers, so why should we care? We'll get Mort Meyer. Smack him for 6 here. Do we just win the race? Yeah, we just kind of win the race. Yeah, the Skyfisher deck is doing well as well. Archaeomancer? Okay. That's not on my radar. But sure. Affinity's always been pretty easy to hate out. The issue is 4/4s just got worse, and Hydroblast has always been a fairly good sideboard card versus them. So once the 4/4s get worse, their biggest selling point is having access to. Wow, I'm really struggling talking today. The biggest problem is finding room. Lost my thought track. Something about Atog. Hydroblast is good versus it. Burn got popular. Hydroblast got popular. Affinity's 4/4s don't get there anymore. Something like that. Just gonna pass. I'm actually a little worried that he's gonna have some crazy endgame Archaeomancer thing that's gonna get me. That was not on my radar, and I've been playing the game pretty aggressively, assuming he's just a bunch of creatures. A forest? What am I up against? How am I feeling, Burp? I'm feeling fine. Just a little apparently absent-minded, I guess. Oh, that's because I have a joint condition. That is a constant. I wonder if he'll counter this. I'm leaning towards yes. My hand's quite bad. I'm hoping he doesn't. My read is he's like some weird snow-go build. And it's gonna be like, I don't know its name. Sprout Swarm, I do know its name. Wow, look at me go. I actually remembered something. There's only 18 cards left in my library. Wow. I need to find another wall. Are hiding. They're very shy. Holy crap. Both walls are in the bottom 9 cards of my library. Good thing I have Mort Meyer in my deck. Oh, he's at 12. Can I just kill him? If he has double counterspell, I guess he does get me. But it's not the end of the world if he gets me. I'm going for it. I can eat some counterspells here. It seems pretty free to go for. go for exact. Make him have the third counterspell here. It's not even a risk. I think we just go for it. I don't really see the risk in it though. De Novo Horror seems good against this weird deck. Pyroblast as well if he's on counterspell. Moment's Peace seems mediocre. I think we want one Weather. I do want Grudge. We saw main deck Relic, so he's probably on quite a bit. Rolling Thunder is probably still fine. De Novo Horror seemed a bit worse though. Dispel is fine. Prohibit I can see cutting. Bonus Combo Piece is definitely cuttable. Still leaves 2 cuts here. Alright, Jesse, I'll try my best. I think Prohibit is a cut. I just want Pyro. And then Dispel is the next one I'm leaning towards. Just because 4 Pyros is enough. I'm on the Rolling Thunder because Elves and Fairies have been popular. It's replacing De Novo Horror number 2. I just don't think Capsize is that great right now. Neither is De Novo Horror. That sounds fine. As well as a bunch of like random like Glenthawk Skyfisher decks too. Rolling Thunder is just very, very powerful right now. It's not. I don't care about time. I've never cared about time. I'm fast enough that that is not a problem for me. I wonder if he counters my Expedition map. I wonder if I care. Like, getting Tron is nice, but at the same time, eating a counterspell on an Expedition map sounds pretty hot. I don't think double Rolling Thunder is that great. The first one is good. The second one's pretty mediocre. I do still think one De Novo Horror is fine. He's on his own Trinket Mage. That's probably why he has Bone Splitter and Relic. That makes some sense. I did play Fire Ice, but I thought the card was quite bad in this deck. I was very, very disappointed by it. It was not good. I cantripped it more often than not. So I moved back to Impulse. This deck is... Where did he find room for everything? I wonder if he even has removal. This deck is really strange. His numbers can't be very many 4-ofs outside of the cantrips. And Muldrifter. Grab the Power Plant. Do we Jam Drifter here? Like, I don't really see a need to go into it. I think we just pass and wait for a better turn. Because opponent loses out by holding up mana more than I do. Like, we can grab Mortmire here, and if I draw something worthwhile, I can go for that. Especially if opponent misses land drop, I'm pretty happy with him holding up mana all the time. Hits his land drop, though. I think Cycle Land's actually better in this position. Probably not playing Mortmire for a while. Double Drifter is tempting, but we can't go for that till next turn. Let's Evoke. Work from there. What's it hit? I can see going for a Flicker here. Pretty free. Big shocker. Not a big deal though. Because I get to draw 2 cards off that. Yeah, we're pretty great against burn. Which is the biggest reason I ended up hopping off this deck after Gush Ban. There was too much burn, and the matchup just wasn't good. 4 Hydros was not enough. I'm aware we have to run out of threats. There's just better positions for it. Has the Relic of Regeneratus. I'm doing pretty okay, Niv. I think we'll lead with Mortmire. See if he wants to crack a Relic in response. I wonder how many my opponent's on. We know one main deck because he has a Trinket Page package. Mortmire. He's okay with it. Okay. Let's grudge the Relic to make him tap his mana. And then I force him to have Pyroblast for my Muldrifter. Opponent's list is very greedy, I agree. If he has Pyroblast, he has Pyroblast. It'll be unfortunate, but I'm willing to do this line because it's likely to work out. Now, if opponent has second Relic already in hand, we get punished with this grudge. I think we trade pretty happily. I don't think opponent has really any reach. Saw no bolts or anything of that sort from him. We are out of flickers now because we did board out one, but that's okay. I don't think we really need it to win. I'm not thinking of changing anything at all. I've been playing this list for a while, ever since Astrolab basically came out. Said my opinion on it quite a bit. Discard map. Skyfisher. Teachings for teachings. Oh boy. Netawavin? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, but thank you for following. Second Skyfisher is fine. I would like to find a Griff, but I think I'm probably just going to continue teaching Strain for a bit. You can see me pulsing this turn too. Get a Pyro here. Go for one more teachings for a Pyro and then we'll go for the Pulse. I think we fight. I don't need to win the fight, but I do need to fight. He has Hydroblast. That's a good draw. I think Griff might be better than Wall. Well, Wall. We have Pulse and Graveyard. I'm fine with going Wall then. But we don't have flickers for it. So opponent's down 2 counter spells, 1 hydro. Due to the fact that our flicker is gone, if he goes ahead and attacks with the Skyfisher, I'll try to Ancient Grudge's Bone Splitter so I can block. They haven't. I'm guessing it's like Sprout Swarm or something insane. That's my best read. Hey, there's that. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to play against this deck. It's just so out there. The 4 blocks, we're going to go ahead and try to grudge this Bone Splitter here. If he fights over it, we're pretty happy. I'll just take the damage. Oh. I see no reason to not weather here. Now we're just going to start smacking them with our Griff. I probably win the race. Is it worth casting anything main phase with that much mana up? I'm ahead on board. I don't really see a reason to go. Probably grab Alchemy with our teachings. Am I interested in even countering this? I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure I just let that resolve. Like, it's fine. How close am I to lethal? So that's 6, 10, 12, 16? Without pyro backup? I'll grab another wall. See if I can't get him to fight over this pulse on my drifter. Apparently he has no interest now. I'm gonna go for it. Am I? Going for Drifter and Wall might just be better this turn, because I can't quite double Pyro either. I'm expecting him to have a bunch of Hydros. Grab another Pulse. Can't say I'm really interested about cards in hand anymore. It's about mana he's leaving up. Yeah, I'm feeling like I've won as well. Relic is fine. I'll take it. I'm at 32. There you go. I can't quite go for that yet. There's a Prism. I'm gonna end step Pulse, see if he feels like cracking his Relic. If he does, I'm pretty happy. Like, I don't have Flicker anymore, so this is just a basically... I'm trying to tap his mana by casting, getting him to go for Relic. That was my game plan there. If he has triple Hydro, this does not work out. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can beat double, but not triple. Excuse me? Oh. That's fine. I thought I was going to get hit by the one white card that prevents red damage. I forget its name. I was about to be super upset. I was like, what is that doing in your sideboard? You're blue. Yeah, hello. I got really scared. I honestly thought